Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Modern Grizzly. Today's review is going to be on Jack's Barber, hopefully you can read that, the Jack's Barber Beard Oil. So, random little thing about this one that I actually really loved is the cap. I don't know if you can see the cap there, but it's really small and I love that. It's saving plastic. It's you know, making sure that we're not doubling up on all the random crap that's eventually going to end up in the bin, right? So, yeah, side little note, love that. The actual beard oil itself, had some mixed feelings about this one here. I found when I put it on, you do get a sort of high sheen, so it's quite shiny, which again, personally, I don't really love, but if you're someone who does like that high sheen, fuck man, go for it. It's going to be good for that. And it has a real sort of sandalwood smell to it. I'm not too sure why there is this obsession for masculine products having sandalwood in it. I don't hate it, I just don't love it. And I don't know why everything has to have sandalwood in it. But anyway, the smell itself actually stays for quite some time. Which again, if you like sandalwood, that's not going to be an issue for you. But the actual beard feel itself, for the first maybe 1 to 2 hours, I felt like it was pretty nice. It was smooth. It was a bit softer through the hair and underneath the skin. But I found by about maybe 5-6 hours, towards the end of the day, you do start to get a little bit of that stiffness in your beard hair starting to return. Which ultimately for me, I want something, if I'm going to put it on in the day, in the morning, I want it to last me the whole day. I don't particularly want to start feeling stiff. Because when my hair starts feeling stiff, then I'm going to go back to start scratching it. And that's going to then promote itchy skin, dryness, and then you start getting that flaky crap that ends up staying on your top. I felt like it was good when it was staying in that sort of oily, wetter stage. But then when my hair started to dry out, it started to get a little bit annoying. And as a result of that, I did have to put it on pretty well every day. So if you're someone who does that anyway, doesn't mind it, it's about 20 bucks for a vial. So it's not too bad for value for money and use. Again, putting about a 10-cent piece on your hand, for me and for my sized beard, was enough. Maybe I should have put more to maybe then get that longevity of that wet feeling rather than it being drying out later on. But for value for money, not too sure whether I would get this again. It didn't really, I suppose, you couldn't do anything with it, right? Like you put the beard oil in and naturally that is going to just be where it stays. It's not going to be able to be molded like a beard balm, and that's cool. Just keep that in mind when you are thinking about what you want to buy. If you are someone with a really long beard who's wanting to get that shape, then don't go for an oil. You could actually do a bit of both. You could put a bit of oil in and then put a balm on the top, and then that way you can kind of get some shape where you're then sealing the moisture in. That might be a good option. And Jack's Barber actually do a beard balm, which we will be reviewing later on down the track. Might be a great combination for you. But for me, just missed the mark a little bit in that longevity of how long my beard stayed wet for, or not even wet, just it didn't dry out. That's ultimately what I'm doing, and trying to avoid using the word moist because that seems to pop in every fucking episode. So anyway, so if you're someone who has maybe a smaller beard, doesn't mind lathering on a fair amount and putting it on every day, and you like sandalwood, this is probably a really good option for you. So if you have tried Jack's Barber products before, or you've tried the beard oil, let me know in the comments how you felt with it, what things you found good and bad, if there were any negatives. And if you have any other tips that you can share, feel free to leave them below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.